Hi, my name is ZEYNEP KALINCI. I am a secondary school teacher at Ahmet Taner Kışlalı. I work in Zonguldak, Devrek. And the title of the study is Team for 5Ps, Integrating English as a Foreign Language. Here you can see the grade level. I worked with the 6th graders and the level was A2. And the curricular goals were the students will be able to talk about the repeated actions, and they will also make comparison between two things using comparative form. And mainly they will be able to talk about how to protect the environment using should, the structure should. And as I said to you before, the title is STEAM for 5Ps, but let's start with talking some about STEAM because we are English teachers. STEAM is the acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics. And the letter A here refers to all non-science subjects such as arts, history, or as we teach, English language teaching. And STEAM teaching aims to reflect the effort to combine some or all disciplines, so we don't have to include all of the disciplines, we can include only some of them. And it is a new approach, as you know. It removes the traditional barriers separating the disciplines from each other. I mean, you don't teach them only mathematics, history, English, but rather in an interdisciplinary way. And it provides the students to the opportunity to deal with the real world problems, and the real world problems is the keyword for STEAM education. And students that way can make connections, can develop connections among them. Our problem is, can language teaching and STEAM education be integrated? In this study we worked 5 different schools from 3 different countries, Poland, Greece and Turkey. And all of the project teachers were scientists ambassadors. We mean scientists representatives. Scientists project representatives are the persons that disseminate the project. Scientists is a project that provides you the resources for some STEM education. It also gives courses, webinars for teachers all around the world. And in this study, students fulfilled a series of STEAM challenges for sustainable development. Our team will be the sustainable development, and we wanted to use English skills as a means to achieve our goal. I will show you a very short video of Sertab Erener about sustainable development. The song was 4 minutes, but I cut the video. You will only watch 2 minutes of it. So for 2 minutes, we are watching the video to focus on the theme.
Who's gonna feed the hungry? Who's gonna be gender free? Who's gonna make the food healthy? Who's gonna teach us to read? Who's gonna keep water clean? Who's gonna make the future clean? Who's gonna keep energy green? Who's gonna end the climate crisis? Who's gonna care for life and oceans? We gotta grow in justice and peace. We gotta grow in justice and peace. Who's gonna keep our soul alive? Who's gonna give us decent jobs? Who's gonna end inequality? Who's gonna build sustainably? Recycle, reuse, reduce. Conscientiously produce. Recycle, reuse, reduce. Conscientiously produce. It's not just you, it's not just me. It's all of us. Why can't we see, it's not just you, it's not just me. It's all of us who want to be free. It's not just you, it's not just me. It's all of us. Why can't we see? It's not just you, it's not just me. It's all of us. Why can't we see? Who's gonna end the poverty? Who's gonna feed the hungry? Who's gonna be gender free? Who's gonna make the food healthy? Who's gonna teach us to read? Who's gonna keep...
I'm passing this part. These are the goals, 17 Sustainable Development Goals set by the United Nations that all people should unite. And the title, as you remember, was 5 Ps. It is 5 Ps because we focused on 5 pillars of sustainable development. There are 17 sustainable developments, but they are gathered under 5 main pillars, such as planet, prosperity, peace, partnership, and people. And in each activity, this study took several months. In each activity, we focused on one pillar. Before we made pre-surveys, and after this work we applied post-surveys and we compared them. Also, students made self-reflection using the online forums. We tried to create our own learning activities for our students. We call these STEAM learning scenarios. These learning scenarios help our children gain the necessary skills to solve real-life problems by integrating STEM and language learning. As I said to you before, each month we addressed a different SDG pillar. And I can't tell all about the study, but I'm beginning and I will be giving more details about this activity. In this activity, we focused on the pillar planet, and we begin by asking the students real-life questions such as why is clean water important, or how water filtrations work, or how can we reduce water consumption. This was an online meeting activity. We made it in 3 Zoom sessions following each other. All the schools participated in the online meeting. In the first step, we made brainstorming and discussion. We asked the students, giving them a real-life problem. We asked them, imagine that tomorrow when you wake up, there is no clean water. What will happen? And, Zoom has a feature that teachers can open breakout rooms. You can open breakout rooms and send your students to those breakout rooms. They can make small group discussions there. And when you close the breakout rooms, they come to the main room and report what is happening in the breakout rooms in the main room, selecting a spokesperson in the room. And they discussed and come back to the main room. Here you can see the photo. These are our breakout rooms. In each room there are students from different countries, and you can see here my students reporting the group ID in the main room. You don't have to make a STEM lesson, but in all of the lessons we can use this feature. I think this is very helpful for teachers because you can make easily small group discussions.
All aboard!
They watched this cartoon video.
Goals! Hello, it's me, Thomas. I've been on a big world adventure. I learned what an amazing place the world is and how important it is that we take care of it. Today, I want to talk about the importance of water. We all need water every day, and water is used for all sorts of things. Water is important for transport. Boats travel on water, and when I was in China, I saw a water wheel being delivered to a village by water. Steam engines need water to go too. Water is heated up to make steam, which then pumps our pistons. Engines need water to wash with, just like animals and people. In lots of places, we get clean water from taps. One of the main uses of water is for drinking. It's really important that people and animals only drink clean, safe water so that they don't
I
get...
will be passing again this part. This was only just to show you that we used cartoon videos for each pillar. For each pillar, we used cartoon videos because we thought that students will be more attracted in the theme. And we began, this part is related with science because this is the designing process. They had to produce their own filtration systems using simple materials. In the online session, they produced their own filtration systems. I will show you a video that our own teachers produced to show them how to make a water filtration system. I will show you again just one part of the video. Add the materials and put dirty water and it comes out clear. Maybe I can pass again this part. This is only to show you step by step how to include all the disciplines. Now we began with brainstorming, then we continued with science application, and now we are continuing again. You can see our students on the online meeting doing the experiment. And now we will be talking about the environment again. And we are again opening the breakout rooms. Again, the group spokesperson will report what's happening in the room, but they have to find a solution this time. They have to use the structure should. For example, the students come back to the room, say that you should fix your leaky pipes, you should take short showers, you should consider water print, etc. So they could be able to find some solution to the environmental problem, and this is the 6th grade curricular goal in our classes. And then this was an asynchronous activity. They followed up by drawing activity. It was the World Water Day when we did this activity. They made their own drawings and they collected all the works in a magazine to make a project art magazine. You can see some pictures that our students draw. And finally, they made assessment using online forums. For example, they asked themselves, what is the most important thing you learned today? What do you want to learn more? Why? And what can you do with what you know? I think self-reflection method is an important method that they can understand themselves, they can assess themselves, because the students themselves assess themselves. In fact, I gave the first activity with details. We had some more other activities. I'm just giving some parts of it, not in detail. As I said before, we focused on different pillars. And this one was for pillar people. For example, we began with a brainstorming activity. We wanted the students to give us some words about the poverty. We asked the students, what do you think of when you think of the word poverty? They gave us the words that they collocate. We used Mentimeter to make a word cloud. And then the students learned how to make their own budget. They learned budgeting. we used Google Forms spreadsheets to work in transnational teams. They gave the prices of for each items, and they calculated and learned how to make budget. And this is the mathematics step of our activity. And finally, they used English skills to produce slogans for poverty. Each school produced in teams slogans for poverty, to unite for poverty. Each student is from a different country. We also had the Pillar Peace activity. It was for the Pillar Peace. They talked about this time renewable energy, and they had to name some of the types of the energy resources. And we asked the students, why do you think we should use renewable energy? This time the students had to use the comparative form. They said, because it is cheaper, because it is safer, etc. They learned how to design a pinwheel, to learn how the windmills work. They designed their own pinwheels. And finally, they write a collaborative poem for world peace with the words "No War." Now it's the suggestions part. As far as my my deneyim, experience. So sorry. We had done this and it worked well. It is very good to produce a guideline for the meeting beforehand the meeting, because there may occur some problems. We wrote on the Google Forms all the steps of the activity. When to come into the room, which link should they use, etc. And which teacher will explain what, and what the students will do, etc. This can be helpful for you too, because in the online meetings, when 5 schools come, if it's a collaborative one, there may occur some problems. And the results, students found the chance to learn subjects not separately but in an interdisciplinary way. When compared the results of pre and post-test results, it can be concluded that participant students enhance their learning knowledge of STEM, and they gained awareness about global problems, that all people should unite, and also they improved their digital skills for English lesson. They increased their interest in English. They stated that they have increased their interest in English. And as a result, we can conclude that integrating English as a foreign language into STEM has a positive effect on students that can be implemented effectively. Thank you for listening to me.